Stretching. How boring. Who the hell wants to stretch? Well, if you're in any sort of performance-based sport, you should be stretching all the time. Especially if you're in strength, which is what I'm trying to do, get stronger. I've recently realized the value of stretching. I had this niggling hip issue on the right side for probably now 6 months. Tried massage, tried foam rolling. I tried all these different techniques to kind of get rid of it. It was kind of in the right upper portion of the hip. Nothing really worked until I tried stretching. Specifically stretching the hip, the adductors, the hip flexors, the glutes. I just started, looking up on YouTube general hip openers and I started stretching. Within weeks, man. Within weeks, I've cleaned up my hips. That injury. I'm planning to get back into squatting probably next week. I'm going to give it a bit of more rest and get back into squatting. But essentially, I couldn't squat for 6 months. Every time I would break parallel, try and get out of the hole, sharp, man, feeling in the right hip, fucking debilitating, man. A couple of times I had to drop the weight. And around that period, I was basically maxing out. I was kind of following the whole Bulgarian protocol where, you kind of max out, training max every day, and you try and smash heavy weights all the time. But stretching, mate, stretching fixed everything. If you're in the strength game, you want to become stronger, it only makes sense to stretch because it's all about levers, leverage. It's all about torque. It's all about force production. If you can put your body in a position of mechanical advantage, you will move a lot more weight. For example, in the deadlift off the floor, the bar wants to get away from you, and it will if you don't contract your lats. But what if your hamstrings don't allow you to actually maintain a neutral spine at the bottom? What happens then? Then you can't engage your lats properly, you're out of position, your weight shifts towards the toes, you engage the quads too early, and you kind of do the cat deadlift. What about the squat? It's a very technical lift. Most people can't do it properly because of hip mobility. They can't get past parallel, their heels rise off the floor, and it's all got to do with hip mobility. So I've come to believe that it's the yin and the yang. Strength training is one, stretching is the other, which comes to my second thought, and that's about a recovery. If you don't stretch your muscles, the tension that you induce in the training will stay with you off training. Muscle can't recover when it's fully tense. Muscle likes to recover when it's relaxed and long, blood flow enters, waste products leave. If you're in a spasmodic or a tonic sort of state where the muscles are completely locked down, you can't get nutrients in, you can't get waste product out, you can't sleep, you can't digest, you can't do any of that. You're in an inflamed state, and stretching does that for you. Stretching relieves tension. It does the parasympathetic side of the nervous system, which basically means rest. Training is the sympathetic. It's all about go, adrenaline, go, get bigger, get stronger. But you need the parasympathetic as well system. So it's the yin and the yang. I am putting a huge emphasis now on stretching, and hopefully I can get better positioning in my squats and my deadlifts, and hopefully I get bigger and stronger. But that's my recommendation to you. Stretch, stretch, stretch.